Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and today I'm bringing you the Hobbii Crochet Advent Cal 2023 Week 2 pattern reveal. So this morning the pattern dropped into my emails and I thought I'd better get started on it so that I can bring it to you as soon as I could. And today was a fun project and obviously very quick because it hasn't taken me that long to do at all. So before we get started on the pattern, and I will let you know my thoughts about it, I'll let you know what came inside this little package because I had actually forgotten until I reopened it today. So I wonder if any of you remember what's coming in week 3, because I certainly don't, and I will be waiting until next Sunday to have a look. So in this little pack we received a few things, including the yarn, which is the most important thing for today's project, and I will show you that at the very end before I reveal the project to you. So inside our little pack we received this little scissors. We can't have enough scissors, can we, guys? And this is actually a beautiful rose gold one. Some of you may already have some scissors from Hobbii. This is my first pair and it does look rather sharp. I haven't opened it as yet, but I certainly will be. And then we also got some stitch markers. We actually got 2 of this little reindeer. I'll just show you the other one up nice and close so that you can see the little clip or how it's actually closes. So it's almost like a little sleeper. And I'm guessing it's round because it would also be very useful for knitters. But there it is there, very cute if it just sits still for you. So 2 stitch markers was lovely and very themed to the Christmas Advent Cal, which was awesome. Now we also received 2 little tiny balls of this Hobbii 100% cotton yarn in 2 very festive colors. Now I'll tell you a little bit about this cotton yarn as I hold it for you so you can see the beautiful colors. I will refer to my notes. Now both these little tiny little balls as I said, French cotton, 100% cotton. There are 2 of them and it's the 8-4 cotton, and they're both 10 grams each or 0.35 ounces, 32 meters or 34 yards in each one. So they are very tiny, but I guess you could make something like a tiny little amigurumi. It does recommend on the ball band that you use 3 to 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. And the colors are, the green is 104 and the red is 40. They are so very sweet, and they do have the little, there it is there, this little easy start tab, which is really sweet, I think. So they were the little yarns and little notions and things that came in the pack. But of course, what was the yarn that we used? Very important. Now the yarn is called Flash It, and I've never ever used it before. It actually did come with this rubber band around it, and this is the second skein that little ball that I got into. Inside the middle there's actually a bit of cardboard. And as you can see, it is a very metallic color. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is color number 2, or copper. And let me give you some stats on it as you look at it. Now, it is 80% viscose and 20% metallic fiber. It is a chain spun yarn. Let me show you what it looks up close if you're not familiar with it. And that's what it looks like there. It is quite a flat yarn. It's so sparkly, isn't it? Now, I love that they gave us a tip. Can you see the end there, how it's fraying? Now, they did tell us that before we started our project to tie a little knot in there, and that would alleviate any of the fraying, which I thought was a brilliant tip. So once again, here's the yarn so you can see what it looks like. As we said, chain spun, very flat. Not very wide yarn, as you saw, very thick yarn, but on the ball band it actually recommends a 7 millimeter crochet hook, but for the pattern it recommended a 3.5 millimeter hook, and I in actual fact used a 4 millimeter hook. And I'm glad that I did, because my crochet style is very tight, and otherwise I would have got an even smaller project. So this morning, as I said, so that's the yarn, guys. Here's the ball band for it. This is what it looks like. It's called Flash It. It's a little bit white, like the white, you know, blows out a little bit in the camera. So as I said, it comes like this. We got 2 of these, one completed, one whole ball for the project, and I would say very minimal of the other ones. So out of the, I would say maybe a quarter or a little bit less out of this one is what I use. So that is wonderful. Now, I think I have written somewhere, and if I find it, I'll let you know how many grams this ball was. I think it was about 50 grams. And it wasn't very many meters either. I think I've got it here, guys. Here we go. 50 gram ball, or 1.75 ounces, 90 meters or 98 yards. Apologies that I fluffed around a bit there, fiddled a bit around, but I knew I had it written somewhere for you. So what's the project, Litza? Well, let me get my iPad out because I haven't even had time to print it off for you. And here it is here. It is a coffee clutch. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, what I loved about this pattern is that it was a very quick and simple make. I will show it to you and I'll talk you through it a little bit. So here it is here. Now it fits a phone in here, you know, and a few other bits and pieces. I think it is a lovely size. Now, the size that it says that it's supposed to turn out. Now, mind you, I have not blocked it. I don't feel the need to, but it did say you could steam block it, but certainly not, you know, touch this with anything hot, because imagine the metallic fiber would just disintegrate. So it did say that it was meant to turn out to be 20 by 14 centimeters, or 7.9 by 5.5 inches. Now, lucky that I used a larger hook, because I used my 4mm hook, because I found that my Clover or More hook and this yarn just work beautifully together. I did try this 3.5mm hook, because somehow I've misplaced my 3.5mm crochet hook from, this one here. I have no idea where it is, but that's another story. And this one did not glide as easily with this yarn. So I'm very happy that I did go with a 4mm hook in the end, because my clutch actually turned out to be 18 by 13 centimeters, or 7.25 by 5.25 inches. So in actual fact, imagine if I'd gone down half a hook size, it would have been even smaller. Now, this is, as you can see from the back, it'll give you a very big clue of what it is. It's just a giant granny square, and it is pretty much a solid granny square, but we did front posts, and we also crocheted in the back loops of the alternate double crochets. Only a 13 row granny square, so it is a very quick project. Depending on your speed and your time, I think that I took about 4 hours in total to make this. Now, the pattern does ask you, or suggest that you crochet a little button or use a button of your own. Now, I actually used a magnetic button, and there it is there. Now, I absolutely love this button, and there it is. Oh, hold on there. Did you hear that little clip? It's so easy to use. I've never used them before, and I was so happy that I had a project to, use them. I actually got these off Temu for a very minimal price. I can't remember off the top of my head. I did have a Temu haul video, around $3 or $4 for 10 of them. And this is what they look like, guys, in case you're interested. There's the 2 pieces, and then the one sits on top. And there it is there. Very, very cute. Very, very easy to sew on. And I do think that it completes it beautifully. Now, if you want to, you could actually add a little chain here and have it, hanging off your wrist. I might have one somewhere, and I might use it for this, or I could use it for another project. But I just wanted to make this project the way that they wanted us to. I was a little bit concerned, I have to tell you, about the holes, that they might have been too big, but definitely not. It adds to the pattern, and I'm glad that I didn't alter the amount of chains in between, the corners. Instead of 3, I almost put 2 in, but I'm glad that I didn't. Now, this yarn, if you've got issues with dry hands, you'd either have to moisturize before you start it, or be prepared that it might be a little bit drying on your hands. In the end, I've put quite a bit of moisturizer on mine. And also, I've never used yarn with this texture before. It really does have quite a bit. Even though it's only 20% the metallic fiber, you can really tell. But I have to say that he makes it perfect for this project. So well done, Hobbii, for, you know, giving us this yarn and this project, you know, together, because it absolutely does work very well. Now, I'm very glad that I actually got to try this out, because I love making purses and bags, as you know. Now, this could even fit inside a bag, guys. It's little, but of course, because of, you know, how shiny it is, it definitely is a, you know, one for an evening occasion. But if you don't want to use it just for that, you can actually, like I said, I could probably pop it in my handbag and have, you know, special things in there that I don't want to get lost inside my bag. So it does have a variety of uses other than what they intended it to. You could even have it as a very fancy notions pouch instead of, you know, something like this. So totally up to you, because as you can see, the size is very similar, and pop it into your project bag and be very fancy when you pull it out. So as I said, it depends totally up to you how you want to use it, but I am so happy that I could bring it to you today. It didn't take very long. It's a project that if you ever, you know, have an opportunity to create, I highly recommend you trying it with this Flash It yarn, because like I said, I hadn't used it before, and it does give a great texture to this. It's actually quite a sturdy fabric, so it's perfect for what it was intended to be, a little clutch. So thank you, Hobbii, for week number 2. I cannot wait for week number 3. Please let us know down in the comments if you're creating this project as well, or if you'd like to make it in the future. Now, I hope that, you know, early next week, whether it be Sunday or just after, so in a week from now, I can bring you project 3, because as we know, it is a very busy time of the year, but that is my goal. Now, I cannot remember what's in little bag number 3, but I am going to wait for it to be a surprise. But any of you that want a little spoiler alert, go and watch our spoiler alert video. It actually shows you each and every bag and each and every item in it. So thank you so very much, everyone, for joining us today. I hope that you enjoyed, you know, seeing what week number 2 brought us. And until I see you very soon, take care, everybody. Bye for now.